Technological changes in film and media over time has been more incremental due to the convergence of developed technologies. This video montage demonstrates a range of film and media technologies developed since the 1890s, culminating in an epic film, Avatar, in 2009. The history of film began in the 1890s with the invention of the first motion picture camera by Thomas Edison. A film was often under 1 minute long and would usually present a single scene of everyday life, a public event of slapstick. The picture was sometimes accompanied by a phonograph record. A Trip to the Moon was a silent black and white film that was widely regarded as the earliest example of science fiction film genre, and more generally, one of the most influential films in cinema history. The image of the man in the moon, pierced by the projectile, has become iconic. Traveling mats require masking certain areas of the film to selectively control which areas are exposed. In film, shots may require mats that change to mask the shapes of moving objects, such as in E.T. when the boy's bicycle begins flying. These traveling mats enable greater freedom of composition and movement, but are difficult to master. The technology sound on film included the sound waves next to the image of the film. Therefore, the sound was synchronized with the film and could not become out of sync. The Jazz Singer was not the first movie to have pre-recorded sound, but the first feature-length film to have pre-recorded dialogue. As the star Al Jolson was immensely popular at the time, the impact of the technology was sensational. The Wizard of Oz is credited as the first movie to incorporate color during production. This allowed directors more symbolic choices to set the tone for certain scenes. However, the film's effects brought on a more subtle evolution in a long-standing technique called the matte painting. Matte paintings had been used before, with the addition of color they started to become more developed and a precursor to the digital mattes we're accustomed to today.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Toy Story was the first full-length feature film entirely made with computers. This is an evolution from hand-drawn animation. A single frame took 45 minutes to 3 hours to render.
What? What are you talking about? Right now, poised at the edge of the galaxy, Emperor Zurg has been secretly building a weapon with the destructive capacity to annihilate an entire planet. I alone have information that reveals this weapon's only weakness.
The movie Avatar employs myriad techniques in the sci-fi fantasy genre. In order to transform physical actors to digital characters, facial motion capture, skeletal and muscle simulation systems, facial rigging, and render and digital scanning were used to capacity. The film is credited with advancing motion capture technology, improved facial expression capture, and the cameras that could display CGI models in real time.